Stop clinging to the past like it's your lifeline. Open your eyes and see the change. It's happening whether you're ready or not. My name is Drew Cameron. For years, I was lost in life searching for answers, with only one goal: create a strong legacy. To do this, I must become someone else. I must become something else. Welcome back to another Unload session, where I dive deeper into the ATD letter that goes out every Saturday to help engineer tools to attack the day. How do you define strength? I'm going to go through some steps and a story on how you can redefine your strength. What past identities or beliefs are holding you back? How can you redefine strength and success on your terms? Transformation is not a loss of who you were, it's an evolution into who you're meant to become. So I've always been the fit guy as long as I can remember. Even when I got into the military, they knew me as the fit guy. And once I got out the military, I tried to keep that as like a badge of honor, kind of respect thing for myself. And when I trained clients, I had a motto that I walk around with your shirt off. That was my whole motto. The level of confidence I wanted every client to have once they left the gym with me. Now getting older, I put more stock into my intellect and strategies, but strength is still very important. This shift wasn't about redefining who I was. It was more or less understanding that strength is more than just physical, it's mental as well. Having that mental focus, understanding that it's about the resilience, that's how you gain clarity and not be afraid to change. This transformation, this growth has been about letting go, a version of me that I no longer need to hold on to. But you can find some symbolism in this journey because it's probably similar to a journey that you had, something you needed to let go. You got to get out of your comfort zone. You got to let go of your old self, let go of those bad habits and the fear. So letting go isn't always easy, but it is necessary for you to grow. Think about that and let's unload about life. So changing routines is a major part of that. You know, the power of your routine is kind of like your superpower. So when you reflect on your life, as time goes on, you start realizing that time is not just a valuable resource, it's an asset, and you can't squander your assets. So I realized this one day. I became like overwhelmed with everything I had going on, and because of that, I wasn't accomplishing anything. I wasn't reaching goals. I wasn't even meeting my standards. So I needed to take what I call a bird's eye view of everything. I had to start categorizing my daily tasks, my activities, everything that I had going on. So identifying and everything and putting them in categories helped me to prioritize what was the most important thing. I was able to identify and get rid of unnecessary tasks or people even that really weren't serving my ultimate goal. So I love a saying and more or less a framework, focus, follow one course until successful, by Jay Adderton. And it's essentially what I've done and how I move with everything that I have going on now. So remember, as I just stated, focusing is important, right? You want to follow one course until successful, but there's nothing wrong with quitting. Quitting is another tool, right? Being able to quit and understand what's not serving you. I got another video that I'll put a link in the description for that. I put a link up here for you guys to check out. And that video goes through how you can get rid of things that aren't serving you. But back onto this, when you follow one course until successful, it allows you to catapult into the right direction of what you're trying to achieve. Because when you're easily distracted, that's when you'll do multiple things and never get anything done. Remember, quitting is nothing wrong with it. It's a necessary evil to initially get you to your goal. It might feel uncomfortable and dang right impossible, but trust me, it's all a part of the process. So you want to make sure that you're reshaping your mornings, your rises when you wake up every day. By reshaping those and planning, you'll unlock the ability to manipulate time. And it wasn't until I did this that I realized how much more time I had for activities and things that I thought I never had time for. I saw that these changes made a huge difference in my work ethic, my mental clarity, my focus, everything. So think about your routine. Are there activities or habits that consume more of your time than they deserve? Try taking a bird's eye view of your daily life. What's one change you can make in your routine that might have a significant impact? It's not about doing more, it's about doing what's right for you. Time once spent is gone forever. Use time in a way that brings you closer to your true self. Trust me, not getting my schedule ironed out was a reason why I was never in the moment. I was always worried about the next thing or what I didn't accomplish. So it will definitely help you to be more focused in the moment, because my family was definitely reaping the benefits or not reaping the benefits of not being in the moment. And that's where letting go of the past and kind of embracing kind of more this villainous persona, meaning that the villain is nothing more than the enemy to your past self, right? So don't take the villain word as a negative, take it as a positive. Embrace the villain within. So in a previous letter and unload session, I talked about Thanos, right? I love Thanos. That's one of the probably the greatest villains in the Marvel cinematic universe right now. Even with that movie being so old, you can take a lot of perspective in how he had such a focus and a drive to attain his goal no matter what. It requires a radical focus and a decision to no holds barred, do whatever it takes to reach your goal. And so that's going to require you to make some tough decisions. So I remember a time, fresh in my real estate career, still fresh in it, honestly, only about 2-3 years in. I've had real estate property for a while, but actually taking the reins of helping other people buy investment properties and things, I had to turn down 4 and 5 figure deals at times, off of one interaction. I recognized that it wasn't enough time for me to get this done or be around for this client. You have to be willing to walk away from the table. And that's a decision that sometimes people may look at you like you crazy, but you got to understand your priorities and what they are. Money will come, but the time with family, I can't get it back. You have to embrace focused and unconventional thinking. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't agree, and I don't think everything that Thanos did in the movie was justified, but he had a meaning and a purpose, and only he understood it. So you got to understand your purpose and your priorities, your why. Always remember, for the greater good, sacrifices have to be made, and you have to be willing to put on those big boy pants and make those decisions for yourself. You got to break free from the status quo and dare to think. Own it. Own your villainous side for personal growth. It doesn't mean isolating or neglecting relationships. You're enhancing the process by transforming, by building healthy relationships and being supportive. Remember, solitude can be a powerful tool to self-reflect, self-development. Balancing meaningful connections enhances our growth. You have to find the right mix of introspection and interaction. So as you think about this and the steps to transform, so transformation is not a solitary journey. It's a path we walk hand in hand with others towards a better version of ourselves. Ask yourself these questions. So question 1, how can I maintain this balance? How do I make tough decisions and embrace unconventional thinking? How do I nurture relationships that matter to me? Transformation ain't always a solitary journey. It's a journey we often walk hand in hand with others. You need to be challenged. So let me tell you real quick about a challenge I have, the 1045 challenge. It's a progression and a focus program to help you elevate and change your life in 45 days. The challenge has already started, but you can get started today. You will become grateful for everything you have. You will be more confident with each day. You will become stronger physically and mentally in 6 weeks. So this was inspired to push myself to new limits physically and mentally, and to kind of figure out a way to get my children actively involved. And don't think just because I said I wanted to get my children actively involved that this is for the faint at heart. This is not a joke. This challenge will push you to your limits. It will take dedication, discipline, and consistency, all of which takes time. And without sacrifice, there can be no change. You got to deal with your distractions or you'll never reach your goals. So we live in the real world, right? And so I'm always looking for analogies or parables through TV shows and things that I've experienced, right? So it's Dragon Ball Z, if you've ever heard of it. I grew up watching it, and it was 2 characters, Vegeta and Goku. Killer dudes. As I get older, I'll talk about this too. I kind of feel like I represent more of a Vegeta, But growing up, I loved Goku, right? And so Vegeta and Goku would, when they had a big mission or a big fight to get ready for, and they had limited time, they would step into what's called a hyperbolic time chamber. And this chamber would allow them to essentially train in, let's say, a day in the equivalency of a year. So they would train in a day for all of us. That's how we perceived it. But in the hyperbolic time chamber, they were initially training for a year, you know what I mean, sometimes longer. And they would reach new heights in a little limited amount of time. And that's essentially what the challenge is for. And that's essentially what everything I'm coming up with is for, to speed up the process of growth. By accepting change and challenging our routines, we can accelerate our evolution, moving past limitations towards a more powerful self. All right, so as you can see, the lighting's different. And I ain't re-recording this. All right, so I hope that y'all watched the whole thing. Oh man, the journey of a soulpreneur, right? But I'm not redoing it. The message was clear, you know what I'm saying? Sorry, the visual wasn't as clear. It's clearer now. Iteration over time, right? Iteration over time. So here's the AAR, right? Keep moving forward. As you see me right now, keep moving forward. So here's a quick recap of some of the things that we went over in today's video. So you got to embrace action for growth. Actions, not just words, will drive real growth into the right focus of what you're building. This will actively help you pursue your transformation. So you want to honor your past in order to evolve, but you also have to remember to let go of the past. So you want to evolve while respecting your journey. So I had another video that was using an old playbook for a new game. So check that one out. So stepping into your transformation, you want to use every day as a stepping stone in the right direction to make you stronger mentally and physically. So daily habits matter. So I had a saying before, daily drops in the bucket compound and pay you back with results, or dividends and results. So collective strength, remember that you got to build off of your team and build that strength together. So your family is your team. Your organization, if you're working with a corporate business or whatever, they're your team. So at times you got to, even though you're on this journey by yourself, you can use those people and use those interactions over time to help you succeed and kind of catapult you forward. And embrace the whole model of attacking the day. You want to start each day with determination and focus. So reflect on these points throughout the week and continue on your journey for personal growth. Stay strong, stay focused, and keep evolving. So I know I use a lot of words like personal growth, self-development. At the end of the day, we live in life, right? We're just living life. And at the end of the day, when you're living life, that is the journey. That is what you're doing. You're constantly growing. You're constantly evolving. So don't get so caught up in the names and the superficial titles. Again, like I told you, I like a good story. I love the hero's journey. So I use these analogies to kind of paint a picture to help you to gain some perspective. So this has been an unload session from the ATD letter. Like, share, subscribe, and always remember, the journey is long and hard. No place for the weak. You must be a warrior. Attack the day.